I'm digging deep on this one because in this energy here, many of us in the collective here of the divine feminine energy, we are being blessed either with a return of something of connection. I heard twin flame, but that can be resonant for some people, not all. But there's going to be a connection that's going to come back to life, sparked back to life. And either it cannot happen until this is broken down, and or it may come in and you may sabotage it because of this. Okay, the fine line, the silver lining, conflict, competition. But when I left part 2, it was saying something like we're afraid. There's a boundary. We have a boundary up. Okay, these 2 cards stayed out. Okay, so this connection here, somebody is preparing to take action right now, but we have a boundary up. Okay, or we need to put up a boundary. No, they're saying we have a boundary. We have a boundary up. But remember, like, there was this fine line of being empowered, of being strong and confident and speaking our truth, right? But the Queen of Swords is the Ice Queen, right? Their heart's blocked, right? They're inflexible, right? They could be very, very short and cold and detached, right? And so the power of that detachment here, due to the inner child grief, is something that can sabotage this connection. Okay, we need to put it to an end. We need to be able, if you want to save this connection, you need to save yourself from this orphaned energy. You need to save yourself. You need to shift out the perspective here. All right, because many of us fear that if we open our hearts again to something that's fulfilling to us, that we're going to get burned. It's a burned energy. It's a defeated, a betrayed energy here. Okay, competition, we're not good enough, an unworthiness energy here. Okay, being left out in the cold, being orphaned again, being left out. Clarify this boundary. What is this boundary? How do we move through the boundary, my beautiful spirit team? Talk to me, talk to us about this boundary. Whoa. Yeah, we're not being open. Remember in part 1, I said there's the butterfly, but it flew out in reverse, right? So over here with the Empress and the 9 of Cups, it's saying that we aren't inspired. We're not rising up to the occasion to say, I'm going to follow my happiness, right? I'm going to follow my heart. I'm going to listen to my heart. It's an obstacle. There's a mountain. We're blocking ourselves. Okay, so I'm just totally being backed up here. All right, we need to overcome this distance here. It's a part of our pride. Look at blocked, cold, indifferent, right? As I told you, the Queen of Swords, all right? The Queen of Swords has her heart guarded. The Queen of Swords is not open to love, all right? She's cold, she's calculated. She has that sword up. She's ready to chop heads, right? Stubborn. And we need to release this. We need to break this down. Because it's a suppression, it's a fear. It needs to change. There needs to be a change. This needs to transform. Because you have somebody that's going to be coming in, that's going to be very dependable, faithful, supportive, a soulmate, a provider. And this energy is going to fuck it up. And look at this energy is going to fuck it up. It's going to cause the loss of it. This is the fate. This is your karma. Okay, so we have to get rid of this cycle that many of us feminines are in. Get us out of the cycle, God. Talk to us. Save us from this. There's a death card, and it fell over the transformation. Deep, psychic, perceptive, focused, determined. The ego, the pride. It's the ego and the pride that needs to go. The solution. Basically, we have to rewrite the narrative that we won't be left behind. Okay, that people are faithful, that we can hold faith in people, that we can depend on people, that we can be open. Okay, that people give us clarity, right? People do, because it's kind of like saying, like, many of us have dealt with standoffish people, cold, calculated people as well. Okay, and that's where the thought problem is. Okay, that we don't have the ability to see and ascend from that negative thought that people just refuse to compromise, that we're in constant competition, that we're always being blocked out, right? That people are always non-committal. Okay, and so when we are in this thought process, because there's going to be serendipitous stuff here that's going to be happening. It's 1:11 on my clock right now. All right. Serendipity. And and God is here helping us unlock this. We need to unlock this so that we don't fuck up our desires, our wishes coming true here. Okay. Because for many of us, like, this is a collective energy here for many feminines, especially if you have been doing the work, especially if you have been somebody that has been really consciously making the steps to better their lives, their personal journey. Okay, I broke it open. It's up to you. This is timing deck. Okay, so within 3 months, what is the timing of this reconciliation, this I want to call it an overture, like what is this here? Next week. Okay, so there's a possibility for this person to come in next week. Standoffish in November. Okay, so maybe this is something that happened recently. Okay, because I don't think they're talking about next November, right? So they're saying that maybe there was a stalemate situation that happened in November. Okay, and so that's how you're going to know whatever happened in November. Okay, this is going to be taking place again next week. Okay, there's going to be that return by next week, that we have this time to say, okay, let's clear out the air, right? Let's make peace. Okay, let's make peace. More eggs, right? So there's a lot of fertile energy here. Okay, this energy is very fertile. Many of you may be actually creating a family with this person here. Okay, if you don't fuck it up, right? We don't fuck it up. Ooh. To be fair, truth be told, you're going to be blessed. This is a blessing. This is a blessing for you. Look at, they want you to co-create. So they want you to balance out this stalemate, this non-committal, this betrayal energy that you have been attached to. Okay, that's blocking you from evolving past that thought pattern here so that you can co-create. Because right now you're co-creating a never-ending story. Look at, right? They want you to leave this because you're about to be blessed. There's going to be some sort of communication, open heart, right? See how this is like an owl. It's going to be very wise, standing over the mask. The mask's not on anymore, right? So whoever you were dealing with, this standoffish energy from November, okay? That's going to resonate for some, not all, right? But they're going to come in with an open heart. They're going to air their heart out to you. It's going to be a blessing for you. 22. This is going to bring a lot of balance. But if you have the boundary up, if you have the heart tucked away, if it's caged away, if you have the thought pattern here, it's time for us to find that balance between grace and mercy. We can have healthy boundaries, but not overpowering ones that are taking away from our blessings, right? So allow yourself to sit with this. Allow yourself to move through these emotions here so you don't mess this up. Because basically you have the opportunity to mess this up if that energy is still alive when this person comes through. If this is something that resonates with you, you want to dig deeper. Because again, this is collective. It might not be for everybody. Link in bio, you can book a personal with me. Also, I feel like inform you of my reclamation guide, because a lot of this energy here does have to do with our self-worth, our self-love, right? Coming home to ourselves and understanding, reclaiming that part of ourselves that feels worthy of receiving love, and releasing all of the burdens of betrayal, of limiting beliefs, the patterning, right? So if that's of interest to you as well, link in bio, grab my reclamation guide, $11, and that's an immediate download, and that's a great guide to kind of help you get through the inner workings and reclaim some of the personal power that drops the walls, that allows you back into your own personal truth, feeling blessed within your own personal life. And that's what's important, right? That was like